Hi. So with this post, I want to talk about another practical aspect of Tai Chi. This is called Bao Jian An Mo. This is from the Hunyuan Taiji system. It was created by Zhen, which was one of the two primary teachers of um, Grandmaster Feng. Um, I don't actually know much about the theory per se um, in relationship to this exact thing. Because nobody has really translated anything that I've come across. It's not for the lack of trying. Um, but I was taught the technique, the whole routine. I mean, it doesn't take very long, but it's actually a good thing that you can do to help relax or after you do a workout to help loosen up the muscles a little bit. You can do this as a warm up or cool down, um, a part of your routine for that. And later on, one of the things I will expand this out from my own perceptions of it and show you how I integrate this with the Shishanshi, the theories and practices of that. Again, I consider Shishanshi Tai Chi primary, but I mean that is something that I will be discussing in later posts. Bao Jian An Mo can have different meanings. I'm not familiar with the actual Chinese language. I've learned a lot of Chinese words um, over the years, but not the actual characters themselves. And um, typically, Chinese words can have multiple meanings. Sometimes they will have older meanings that are not commonly in use anymore. And sometimes I will, I mean, this is just the way I perceive things and take off things and will gain insights and following different lines of thought based on how you translate the words. Um, um, beyond Bao Jian An Mo, how I actually translate it. Bao is an old term for dancing in. Jian is sword. In this regard, sword hand, like I discussed briefly in an earlier post. And An Mo is basically a Chinese term for massage. It's an old term that's used. Sometimes it's still connected to Tuina, sometimes called Tuina Anmo. And it means basically press rub. So it's basically a routine that deals with that. And I mean, I will get into that kind of stuff later, defining that because I've expanded this based on my practical knowledge of this and my experience um, really developing out this basic technique for self care and for when you're working with a partner. So, um, this is basically a simple full body routine that you can use. Typically starts with the head, and I've seen different variations of it, but this is the primary one that I learned initially from my teacher. Um, and you can do this um, as quickly as you want or as long as you want. Um, the first is to basically do a head massage where you're going um, basic to the sides, up around the head, and down the face. And I mean, this is a really good thing that you can do to help relax if you um, really have a lot of tension or if you're just thinking way too much. I mean, if you really keep this slow, I mean, you can really uh, use this as a way to relax. But I mean, you can use this routine again for like a warm up, a cool down, or individual components that would actually treat relaxation or tension. So that's the first step. Next thing is to massage the ears. And basically, all I'm doing is kind of pulling on the top of the ears, and I mean, nothing too hard, just gentle, and then pull down. Some of the people that I've seen will press on the little earpiece, the earlobe here in the middle, and press that and pop it out. So if you want to do that, I mean, that can have some benefit for the ear. Um, Massage around the eyes, and basically you're taking your hand in the first finger and basically running your finger along the 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 brow here at the top and the bottom of the eye. You can do a gentle rub along the sides of the nose. So that's the basic techniques that you can do for the head. There's other ones that you can do, but those were the primary ones that I learned initially. The next one is for the arms, and following the meridian lines as I was told, you basically want to go up the inside of the arm, down the outside, up and then down. So again, this is just very basic. Uh, Up the inside, down the outside. So the next one is just a straight down from basically the chin or the neck to the belly. And this basically works the whole torso. The next one is an abdominal massage. And for this one, I was taught that for it's 36 one way, 24 another way, the other way, and men and women are opposite in the direction that you go for the 36, which is the initial one. You start from small to large circles and then large to small circles. So you want to put your hands on the navel, and men go um, counterclockwise. I mean, you can count to the 36. And again, as you do each rotation, you make the circle larger. And then when you get to 36, then you go the other way. And as you get to to 24 circles are really small, and you end back up on the navel. So the next technique is basically working with the kidneys. You can use the size of your fist or use the size of your hands. I mean, it's probably easier to use your fist. Um, so again, just massaging up and down. You can do this vigorously or slower. So that, and then for the legs, I'm doing actually all the massage techniques, the the rubbing and stuff first, and then at the end, I mean, and you can integrate these as well later on when you're working with each body part. Um, there's some light striking, to, if you want to call it supplement, if you want to use the Swedish massage word. But for the legs, um, you want to come up the inside of the legs, go around at the waist, come back, and go down the outside of the legs. And just um, and again, you're following the yin and yang meridians of the legs. Um, that is something that I will be discussing later in more depth, and how I perceive what the meridians are. But we'll just leave it at that for now. And again, I will go into a lot more detail with this in later posts. So, and then the last thing with this is to kick the legs out, especially if you've been doing a lot of standing meditation. Just very gently kick the legs out at the knees. Um, striking techniques, you can, when you do this, you can also do just a very loose fist, and you're following the same pathways of the arms. You can do the same for the back, the butt area, and go up and down the legs. And you can actually do a little bit of patting on the abdomen. So that is the basic routine, which I will go into a lot more detail and extend it out based on my own personal experience and things that I've come to through the various massage systems that I've studied from Tai Chi and other Qigong systems. So I will see you next time. Thank you.